The harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. This is a quote by Les Brown, a professional athlete and inspirational speaker. Nothing beats the sound of a basketball or a volleyball hitting the ground before being shot or served. A bowling ball hitting the lane, hearing all 10 pins fall. A tennis racket making contact with the ball, or just being swung in general. These are all things I love about sports. Sports have always been a major part of my life, being there for me when nobody else really was. Sports aren't just what I'm passionate about, but rather what my life is based around. Not only have sports always been there for me when I was at my worst, with basically nobody really there for me, they've also challenged me in ways physically and mentally that school could never do, as well as giving me a bunch of lifelong friendships that have turned into non-blood family members. The first reason that sports are my passion is because they've shaped me into a stronger person both mentally and physically. Unlike school assignments or everyday challenges, sports push me beyond my limits. I've had to learn how to fight through exhaustion during long practices, deal with the pressure of the competition, maybe being a little better than you, and keep going when I wanted to give up. That mental toughness didn't come overnight. It was built through hard work, failure, and getting back up again, and keeping your inspiration going. I remember my last season of bowling pre-knee injury, where we lost every game basically, but my teammate from the 2 seasons prior to that walked away more motivated than ever to practice and practice harder than we ever had before, and to have the greatest comeback ever seen before. For context, we were a 2-person team the past 2 seasons, and then that 3rd season, a set of twins, a brother and a sister, joined our team, and then after that, I tore my meniscus, he broke his arm. We didn't do another season after that because obviously it's kind of hard to when you're both injured. Not only do sports shape someone physically, though, they also test you mentally in ways a teacher in school never could. A study by the American Psychological Association shows that athletes often develop better stress management skills and resilience than non-athletes do. These moments of growth taught me how to handle those tough situations in life, like my father being back in my life. Well, not back in my life because I had never met him before. It made me stronger emotionally and reminded me that pain is temporary, but knowledge of what you did right or wrong lasts forever. The second reason that sports are definitely something I am most passionate about in my life is because of the meaningful, powerful, lifelong connections I've received in my life due to sports. When I felt like I had nobody to turn to or talk to, especially on my team, it was 2 of my teammates, Hayden and Sadie, who were there for me. Those long practices right before game day, where some not so great games happened after, and shared wins or losses, not only just in sports but in life in general, brought us closer than most people ever can get. These girls aren't just my teammates, they've become family. I've cried with them, laughed with them, and celebrated life's big and small moments with them and their families. No matter what's going on in life, when I step onto a court or field with my team, I know I'm not alone. Sports created a system of support for me that no other part of life could replicate exactly. Finally, just to cap things off before this speech ends, sports are my passion because they're always challenging, exhilarating, and full of unforgettable moments. Every game is a new opportunity to win, to improve, or to just have fun doing what you love. Whether it's the adrenaline rush you get from making the game-winning shot, the nerves you get before you serve the volleyball, or the focus needed for one perfect pitch to close out the softball game, then it gives me a thrill I can't find anywhere else. The competition, it drives me. The excitement keeps me coming back every year. And that's why no matter how hard life gets, when I'm playing, I feel alive as one can feel. The energy, the risk, the glory, it all adds up to that feeling of purpose. Sports aren't just a hobby for me. They're a part of life that reminds me who I am and who I want to be when I grow up. Sports are so much more than just games to me. They're a lifeline, a teacher, and a family. They've shaped me who I am today by building my mental and physical strength, connecting me to lifelong friendships and family, and giving me a constant sense of excitement and purpose. As Les Brown said, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory, and I've learned through sports that the struggles, the blood, the sweat, tears, and even the failures make success that is much more meaningful. When life gets overwhelming, sports are the place I can return to, and they remind me that I'm strong, that I'm never truly alone, and that I can keep pushing forward no matter what. I don't just play sports, I live them, and I always will. Thank you.